everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. So it is another early morning where I am trying to beat the heat. I got home from a 2-week trip to the Midwest. I got home a couple days ago. I took one day off and slept the whole day, and it was glorious, and I needed it so bad. And yesterday I got out into the front garden and cleaned up a whole bunch of that, because 2 weeks away from a garden, you know, it takes its toll. And Jason was here and he was helping me out with watering and stuff like that, but he had so much other things to do that he couldn't stay on top of all of it, and I didn't expect him to. So yesterday I was working in the front garden, and we are going through a heat wave here in California, and I know all of you in the United States are going through a heat wave as well, so I know you can relate to what I'm saying. But it is just really, really hot. And it's hot for us here in California because normally we cool down at night to like the 50s and 60s, and we are not cooling down. It is, I think it's like 6:30 or 7 a.m. right now, and I'm hot, and that is not normal for us. So anyway, my point in saying that is I think I stayed out a little bit too long yesterday in the front garden because I didn't feel very well yesterday. I felt like I had gotten too much sun and too much heat. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit, at least while we're having this really hot weather, because I feel like my immune system is down from being on a 2-week trip already, and so I just kind of want to take it slow. So I think that means I'm not going to get as much stuff done as I want to, but I think it's more important to not get sick and to not mess with my body. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So being gone on a 2-week trip, it takes its toll on the garden, and I totally get that, especially when we're going through a heat wave. My veggie garden is a little, it's not doing great. This is a bush baby zucchini. So yes, you can see that this was just left there for 2 weeks, probably a little bit longer than that, because I don't think I checked it before. So the backyard it's looking a bit rough, but I'm totally okay with that. It is what it is. Like I was saying yesterday, this is the season of abundance. Everything's growing beautifully. It's just, I just need to tend to it a little bit. And then, you know, we have the hose out, shoes on the table, all the pillows are all messed up. There's a broom outside. You know, it is what it is. So my plan for today is just to try and get as much stuff done out here in the backyard as I can, but not worry about it too much. We're just trying to get through this heat wave until it calms down. And in 2 days, it's supposed to calm down a little bit. And then I feel like I can come out here and I can work, you know, hours at a time instead of 1 or 2 hours. And then I got to run inside and take a cool shower. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you all kind of what the garden is looking like. It's looking rough. Jeffrey, come here. Hi, BB. So Jeffrey is 2 months old now. He is crazy. He is absolutely crazy. He is a very high energy kitten. And so I've taken him outside, so hopefully he can get some energy out this morning. Yes, you are having fun, aren't you? So you'll probably see him playing around in the background. Again, he's still an indoor cat, but I'm just letting him get some of his crazy kitten energy out. So let me show you all, let me show you all these pots here. These pots, they're looking pretty. We have the Supertunia persimmon. This definitely needs to be cut back. I need to come and I need to cut it back right there. The Mini-Me, Color Blaze Mini-Me watermelon coleus is looking beautiful, really pretty. And again, that's a Mini-Me, so I probably shouldn't have put it in that pot, but this is in its own pot, and the Supertunia persimmon kind of just took over, but I'm really, really liking that one. And then the Upside Key Lime sweet potato vine, that's looking really pretty growing up here. And then I have to come in and I have to prune. Oh my, look at that. I have to prune all of these. These are just, you like playing with that? Huh? Yeah. So I have to come and I have to prune all of that. Jason did a really good job taking care of my pots. I have some over there kind of in the shade, but I have this Kiss Me Kate rose. Look at how beautiful. I have to deadhead this one. Well, can I get it? No, I can't get it. ignore that. So look at how beautiful that is. That's Kiss Me Kate, and I got this from Heirloom Roses. And then this one right here is Teasing Georgia. I need to come here and I need to deadhead these. But just the fact that they're blooming first year, sorry, Jeffrey. The fact that they're blooming first year is just fantastic. So I got to come through here and I got to blow all this mulch away. I probably won't be able to do that this morning, so I guess I'll just leave it. The grass is looking a bit rough. The bunnies are out here playing as well. Yeah, you guys having fun? Yeah, so same thing. Bunnies cannot handle heat, so they can probably only be out here as long as I'm out here. And then I got to take them back inside, unfortunately. They love being outside, but it's just too hot these days. What was loving the heat was my bougainvillea. This is my Barbocarse bougainvillea, and it was beautiful. It had like doubled in size, but I didn't want it kind of coming out. I let it kind of go a little bit last year, but this year I wanted to keep it closer to the wall, especially for the new owners that just bought this house. So I just want to keep it nice and clean. So yesterday, I think that this was my breaking point. After I finished filming in the front yard, I came back here and I started just kind of shearing all the bougainvillea off. That included shearing off some of the blooms, which is unfortunate, but I'd rather keep it clean. And so I just sheared it off and I left all the junk under here because that's when I really started to not feel very good. So I just cleaned that up this morning just now, and it's looking pretty good. I still have some pieces that I need to come in and kind of prune back. You can see right there, but it's looking good. And then I have my pink cashmere looking beautiful, so pretty. I cannot wait to put that in. I'm gonna feature this plant in my garden next year. It's just so pretty. I just love it so much. It is definitely one of my favorite annuals. And then my tomatoes, I need to kind of come, like, look at these. They just didn't get harvested when I was gone, and that's fine, you know, but there's just a lot of stuff to clean up. Jason ended up turning off my water fountain because it was so hot he couldn't keep it filled. So I think I'm just gonna leave that off until we move, just so that the movers can carry it pretty easily. And then I wanted to show you all something really sad. Look at this. This is my Japanese maple from Steph. This is the Arium. So it just scorched over here on this side. So really unfortunate. And I wasn't here to notice what was going on. So I'm probably just gonna move it kind of that way a little bit. It'll be fine because this is deciduous, so it'll lose all its leaves, and then next season it'll sprout all new beautiful leaves. And this side is doing fine. This side just got a little too much. This is morning sun, so you can see how hot it's been here, and it just scorched the leaves. So that was unfortunate to see, but that is okay. That kind of happens. The other thing that's looking not the best is my wall of supertunias. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna shear it all back and see if I can. I think I'm having watering problems over here. Yeah, I'm not totally sure, and it just might be too hot. These are in like little black pouches. Let me see if I can show you all. See those? They're in little black pouches, so there really is not a lot of space for them, and probably when it's too hot, I feel like it was just too much. So too much heat for it. It's looking really good down here, but I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna shear it all back and kind of just see how it does. So I don't mean to point out all the negatives in my garden. There's a lot of really beautiful things. I mean, look at these limelight hydrangeas. They're looking beautiful, and my pink cashmere is looking gorgeous, and my Supertunia Vista Jazzberry is looking gorgeous. I think my point for pointing all this out and showing you all the rough stuff of my garden is more for relatability. You know, we all go on vacations, or a lot of us go on vacations during the summer months, and when you're away from your garden, it's gonna get rough, and it's okay, and it's all part of the cycle of things. So, you know, I'm frustrated about my garden, but I'm kind of okay with it because I expected this to happen. And so I think it's important not to just show all the good stuff of a garden, especially for someone who's on YouTube or, on Instagram or something like that, I think it's important not to just show the good things. We need to show the rough patches as well, because we all have lives other than, this is not our jobs. I mean, this is kind of my job now at this point, but we all have lives and places that we have to go and things that we have to do. And the garden might not be perfection all the time, and that's okay. And that is normal. So that's my point. That's my reason for pointing all this out to you. So what I'm going to do today, for however long I can handle being out here, I am going to just go through and just slowly clean stuff up. And I say slowly because I don't want to work up a sweat, because it's already happening. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to try and start cleaning some stuff up. So let's go. All right, so it's about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours later. I got a lot of stuff done. I got all the bougainvillea that I cut cleaned up. I got the veggie garden cleaned up and pruned. I got a lot of my annuals pruned, which is really what needed to happen. I still have plenty more things that I could do, but I'm getting hot. I already put the bunnies inside, and I already put Jeffrey inside because it's just too hot for them at this point. I did get the table cleaned. You guys saw that. This is a polywood table, so I don't know what you call it. Like, is it plastic? But I have to say, I really, really like it. It gets a beating out here. And like you saw, there were shoes on there. My girls just put shoes on there, and I put plants on there. And so we have dirt and stuff like that on there. And it's just really easy to clean off. So I'm really, really liking that. What I'm not liking is I'm not liking this couch. The white cushions were a mistake. And I kind of knew that when I was buying them. But I can see that the girls probably had some friends over or something when I was gone, because there's little stains everywhere. So I can still wash all the cushions. I just don't want to right now. So what I'm going to do, final thing, is I'm just going to go get the blower, and I'm just going to kind of clean everything up just to make it look nice and neat. And then I'll feel like I accomplished something today. So not perfect, but a significant improvement, I think. And I'm pretty happy with what I got done. And I feel like that's the important thing. I feel accomplished. So I did forget to trim back that Supertunia Vista bubblegum right there. I need to do that. And then, you know, just a couple other random things here and there. I think I'm going to wait until it cools down. It's supposed to cool down in 2 more days. We are going to be at 108 today, and then it's going to be at 90 in 2 days. So it's going to feel really, really good. So I wanted to show you over here. This is phlox. I forget what kind it is. Sunset Coral Luminary Phlox. Isn't that pretty? It's just kind of mixed in here. I'm going to have to take all these perennials out of here because they are, you can see, they are getting a little bit much. This is the meant to be Queen Nectarine, and it's beautiful and it needs to go in the ground. This is one plant right here. So that definitely needs to go in the ground. I will be taking these with me as long as the movers can pick them up. Hopefully. They said they could. We'll see. I'll be taking all the pots with me. So all two, there's 2? Yeah. 2 pots right there. There's 3 pots there. There's another pot over there. I'm going to be taking this Kiss Me Kate pot. 3 pots there. Those 3 pots. Those 2 iceberg roses, rose standards, and the bench over there. Oh, and then this hydrangea, this poor thing. This got fried too. So this is going to have to go at the new house. There's this, what do you call it? Like a portico type thing. And I'm going to be putting that under there because this one, actually, now that I'm up close, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks like the blooms kind of got fried, which is okay. But the leaves don't look too scorched. But look at that. That is a camellia. That's done. That I think has an irrigation problem that I did not notice because it's back here behind the bench. So that's okay. Some wins and some losses, but I'm pretty happy with everything else. I think it looks good. So for those of you dealing with the heat like I am here in California, make sure you stay safe. Don't do what I did yesterday, which was I went outside in the morning, which was good, but then I just kept working as the day went on, and that wasn't good. And I could just tell I had a headache. I didn't feel good, and I just stayed inside and drank ice water all day in the air conditioning. So don't do what I did. Hopefully it'll cool down soon and we'll be able to get to spend more time in the garden. You know, I know we all want to get out into our garden, but we do have to be safe. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today if it's not too hot.